Okay. We are... Oop, I adjust something right quick. There we go. We are back in Dragonage Origins. We have a playlist going on the YouTube for this. For anyone that has been late to this party. We just finished Jade Empire, so we're kind of going in order of the Bioware games. We got KOTOR done, we got Jade Empire, now we're on Dragonage. I started this playthrough a while back, so we have progress going already. As you can see, got Went over there, so did the Mage's Circle. Got Shale, got Morgan over there. Oops, wrong button. I got used to Dragon Age Origin things, not that type of thing, so let's see here. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da. Let's see, Grand Quests. Aren't quite ready to do Fleming's Grimoire. Liliana's Past. We've gone down the Morgan romance line as well, just so we are aware of what's going on. I think going to Soldier's Peak might be a good idea. Let's do that. Let's go to Soldier's Peak.
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
So we have me a rogue, a bow rogue, a tank, and a mage. It seems good. So Soldier's Peak. Let's do it. Soldier's Peak. Oh, we're being attacked on the road.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
dangerous situation, though.
Don't look now. Trap. So simple to see, really. All right.
So we got those traps done. That's the main reason I'm here. Alistair's gonna die. Alistair's dead. This jerk killed my tank. Alistair, you're not supposed to die. Get up.
Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
Nothing like a brush of death to not make you like death much. That seems reasonable. Do 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 do. Where did I go wrong? Lost a friend somewhere alone in the bitter deep. Alright, so we got rid of that. Poison traps, potions. You need an injury kit.
The waiting around part is awesome.
Cool. So we took care of that. And there's Wynn, like, I think I'll fall over dead now.
I fell.
Say, yeah. You alright?
There, I thought it was all over.
If you need rest, that's all.
I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
You're right. We've got to get to Soldier's Peak. We got to get ourselves a base of operations.
And here we are. Soldier's Peak.
Yeah.
Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Just admit it, you were lost a couple times.
Lost, it's just that the map got soggy. Bah, we're here. So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
There's more up ahead.
Oh, I gotta get used to this. Okay. Okay, Liliana does have a bow equipped, okay. Just want to make sure she keeps her bow. We don't want to be losing that. I get some good armor.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your pretty friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
The Veil's still here. The Circle Tower was that way too. That's what separates the Fade and demons.
Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
Yeah, they stopped pushing Darkspawn and started pushing demons in this game. The franchise.
Always smells so hot. And I'm
Stronger stiff. It's like, please tell me Wind did not just go charging off on these guys. She didn't, so it's okay. Either get me or Liliana some really nice stuff. And there's a level up for Liliana. We are a bit underleveled. We're not supposed to be here yet, but that's okay. Because I kind of want to do the DLC missions and get those situated. We got Honolith done, so we'll save here because we did a battle. And I hit the wrong button, I'm not gonna lie. I just keep hitting the wrong button. We'll level up Liliana here. Das ist good. Master Steel. Let's go ahead and get her combat crap upgraded all the way. Fire in tight quarters, taught the archer to fire without interruption even being attacked. That's important. That's important. We will take that. That is a good passive for her to have. So now she won't get interrupted when she's firing arrows. Into the keep we go. Doing alright there, nice.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging.
We are wardens. Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. Souls are the names of the fallen. Continue. Continue. Oof, there's a lot.
There's more up ahead.
I hear this arcane horror right now. Okay, get rid of the arcane horror. We found a note and an arcane horror.
Huh. Never expects creatures like those.
Here's the commander. Commander's dead now. Okay. Another note. Warden.
In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving. And my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
Oh, sounds like there's greatness in your
well,
blood.
That's kind of you to say. Generations of Dryadens have said that our stock were lions. Fierce, proud, and noble. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend. Don't worry, I won't be underfoot.
I went outside on accident. I did not mean to. So we were able to take that, and now we'll go here. Here's a door. With a leather helm. Nothing special. That's not a door anywhere. There we go. These little guys, because they can cause a lot of problems for me. Okay.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by?
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
Rebellion is against everything the Warden stand for.
Had a reason. Wardens are heroes. Some injustices just can't be ignored.
Perhaps we'll find more answers
only
inside.
hope.
Still no level ups. Come on, tank. Level up. Second floor. So, most powerful foe was Aldred, and we've carried 12 gold pieces at one time, which is nothing. I do like the money system in this in Dragon Age Origins better than the other games. The copper, silver, gold gets better than, like, Inquisition's just gold.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep, Obrasov, Sivan, Net,
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Hei, Ventrosos, Victos!
Press them! Press them now!
That one's dead.
No! I
He's
command
dead.
you, fight the king's men!
Fool. So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
This is actually a pretty hard fight. And there's one reason. It's just all a lot going on. I need to hear these guys. He just keeps getting healed. First time I did this, I fell into like a good long while before I realized that's what you had to do. That was not so bad. There you go, now you leveled up. You should move.
The Warden summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandma, she knew.
Well, Wardens don't forbid blood magic. Anything it takes to win.
My family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Be with you in just a second. We want to get all this stuff. Okay? Winter's Bane. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and level up our Alistair. Character is proficient enough with shield to defend from all angles, so the attackers only benefit from flanking strikes. I like that. I like that a lot. Yes, sir. Okay, that seems to be it. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and save. Up the stairs we go. That's why we wanted to level up our tank. Not being flanked anymore would be really nice for our tank. Nothing good happening there.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Well, I'm sorry, Levi. I'm afraid your great-grandmother's possessed.
She's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
Then why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the Warden.
No, I think I've heard enough. We're attacking.
Fool!
Yeah, no, you have what I want. You are going for it. I leveled up. See, you have this, and this is what I want. Plus 31 silver doesn't hurt. I'll just take all that. $115, some chainmail.
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead. I need a drink.
Yeah, you probably do. I need a level up, though. Yeah. Let's see here. 38. $39, $40. Let's see here. Kinda doomed me there. Okay. Just in case. Just in case. It's good to have an archery thing for later, just in case. Sorry, wrong button. I can't use the select being the menu. You got some stuff to sell. That's for sure. This is the best weapon in the game right there. Okay, so we're nowhere near leveling anyone else up. That's fine. Nowhere near.
Don't look now.
Be alright.
Listen to see. All right. All right. Yes, going.
That was about as good as I could do because, yeah, it's about as good as I could do. I'm gonna save that because that was actually pretty hectic with the traps. And like I said, if you're new to the stream or the playthrough for the Dragonage, it is on the YouTube channel, which is linked. So I understand this is kind of an older playthrough, but I don't feel like redoing an entire Dragonage Origins playthrough that I'm, 12 hours into. Definitely don't want to go through the Mage's Tower again. Always drink file contents. Pain, pain, and pain. But I get a hint of understanding. I can see the future.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more or a dozen. The things I could do.
Doors.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old Warden Mage are still alive?
Only just. I have only a short time left.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I've seen your experiments.
They were necessary. Any tool, any iota of information that could defeat the fell demons was justified. As a warden, you should know that.
Necessary. Having to relieve yourself after an 8-hour ride is necessary. But there's no excuse for summoning demons.
Charming. A combination of my research and blood magic. But even without that, who else would brave Soldier's Peak?
Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague
To what
demons.
questions, I wonder? Ask.
How you survive
The
this many
Chantry
years?
foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me what
use
happened
would
here.
storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she too is no more.
That was Arland
He
the tyrant.
ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
What happened to your
Too many
rebellion?
mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
Kuzlin's almost rebelled. That's my
Is it?
family.
You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlans to make them pliable.
You had to know summoning so many demons is foolhardy.
But it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. Ugh. I was so close.
Commander Dryden knew
She
the
gave the
demons?
order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under Wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
You remember how that ended? Black City,
Chantry
Dark Spine.
lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile.
How do you know the
And
Chantry's
how do
wrong?
you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort.
So I'm
My
proud of
only
your actions.
regret is that it failed, and that I never had a chance to make Arland pay.
You're to blame for this. Some things you just
From
don't
a
do.
warden, that means something. So tired, so old. Let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit.
Alright, time
So
for
be it.
questions is over.
My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Well, until the demons are dealt with, we are allies.
That will do for now. We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
Seriously, dude, you're messed up.
Success!
Take the 30 XP. Save early, save often. You never know. really fighting us here, man. I'm telling you. I know they're going to very shortly. It's just funny. He's like, every step of the way. They didn't fight at all.
The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
Now they fight. What
I
do?
will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Alright. Okay. Well, let's take care of such things. I'm on fire. These are 40 experience points, okay.
It is done.
Now sure, let's take 40 experience points. Okay. Desire Demon. That ain't the end all be all. I know it. 3 gold though, that's useful.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said I'd submit to judgment. And so
You
I
will,
shall.
don't you?
Can I be left to experiment in peace?
No.
You went too far,
Death is on the
Avernus.
verge.
Warden or not, blood magic is forbidden.
So be it.
He gone.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. A good thing you took care of that Avernus. A blood mage in the Wardens. Common folk should never hear of that. Some still distrust Wardens, even in a blight. Crazy buggers. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
Even if you had the proof, Sophia's actions were damning.
There were of that. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Where will
I
you
might
go?
use the Peak as a base of operations. So many bandits about, but none would dare come here. Nice place to store trade goods. You, of course, will get a sizable discount.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
I agree. We kick.
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy. Might tidy the place up a bit, too. Well, nephews will.
Cool. Nice.
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy.
So we're done here. Totally done here. It's a simple DLC, but, you know, it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and make our save. Let's see what Wynn has going for her here in terms of robes. Vestments of the Seer. Those are pretty good. Yeah, they're much better than... Those are just blood magic robes. Those, I don't want those. Cool. There I am. .30 strength. Oh, I'm already wearing battle dresser provocator. Okay. I was like, that sucks. So let's see what Alistair's got. 1 constitution, 50 stamina. I think it's pretty obvious where we're going here. Yeah. I might put on the ancient elven boots. I'm not sure yet. 3 willpower, 20 resistance spells. I mean, it's so good. Shadow belt reduces hostility. Increases experience from codex. 3 defense. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious we're going there. Okay. Could use a couple more rings. Styrian steel. I still like Sir Garland's sword. Somewhere in the field there is a bewildered knight fighting with his dinner fork. Pity him. But it's not anywhere near good enough. Winter's Breath. Oh boy. That could be interesting. Sorrows of Arlathon. What is your dex? 26. Not even close. I think the ancient elven boots will do me well. Yeah, ancient elven boots. Equip. There we go. Cool, so we've finished a DLC. Back to camp because we need to talk to Wynn about her passing out there. That's no good.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
Sure, what do you find?
Not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yeah, you look disturbed.
Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
Should prove useful, no?
Not unless one also happens to be an ancient abomination. No. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Ooh, are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired. Their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
So, Flemeth is
Whatever
immortal or not?
spark of the demon that made her what she is remains within her, keeps her from dying of old age, but her body deteriorates. Eventually, she would be so wizened as to be senseless and immobile. So, she must seek a new body, a fresh body, and start the cycle anew.
Don't about to be anyone, or must be a daughter.
Uncertain. According to her writings, certain hosts are better than others. The more a host is prepared, the quicker the transition will be. I am sorry. It simply takes me by surprise. I would have thought I would have had some inkling, some notion.
Really had
Flemeth
no
is capable
idea.
of many things. I was a fool not to suspect her capable of using me for her own self-preservation.
So why would she risk sending you with me?
Perhaps 'tis as she said. The Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
So what are you going to do about
There is only
it?
one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Perhaps you should talk
What
to her
would that
first?
do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
Why do you need my
Because
help?
if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Cool, let's
Then
do
what
it.
needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Do I have a
Not
time
really,
limit on this?
But the sooner the better, no?
I'll see what I can
I
do.
am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
It's pretty messed up, Morgan. Do you have a level up? You have a level up. Let's see, an arcane shield's pretty nice. What does Wynn have? something far better. It's fine. Then Doge. Chainmail. Nope. Chainmail boots. Yep. Helmet. Nope. Oathkeeper and Sir Garland's sword.
Your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Cool.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
That's right. Give me my discount. But more importantly, there we go. Heavy chainmail splint, heavy plate, chainmail splint. I want to keep all those for right now. Just for right now. Chainmail. Those I'm gonna need.
Enchantment?
Yep, I need some enchanting done. Stern's Might. Cool, that'll help with his endurance. Nope. Yes. Cool. Tapping the power of the tainted blood marks a rogue nimble and able to move more quickly while using stealth and more likely to dodge physical attacks. And the tainted blade. The rogue's blade gushes forth, coating the edges of the weapon. Deadly taint. Character gains bonus damage determined by cunning attribute, but suffers continuously depleting health in return. Well, no one's perfect. It's a sustained thing, though, so I don't actually have to use it, which is good. This, on the other hand, it's awesome. Totally worth it. Cool. Yay me.
Such a force has not been seen since the collapse of the Tevinter Imperium.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you some things.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Apparently you don't want to talk to me yet. That's fine. That means none of you are going to want to talk to me, which means we're out of here and we're going... We're going right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
So we have Soldier's Peak. I could go to Frostback Mountain right now, or Red Cliff Village. Another fight.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Totally not a trap.
Don't look now. Trap. So simple to see, really.
And here's our next party member. Unfortunately, he's trying to kill us.
The Grey Warden dies here! Time for more practice. Ah! Don't look now. Trap. So simple to see.
Gonna take these guys down. They're way upstairs. Alright, so he's laying on the ground. Let's wake him up and talk to him.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some questions.
So I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zebran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
I'm rather happy you failed.
Would I be in your shoes? For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career.
What are the Untitled Crows?
They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
You came all the way from Antiva?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
Who hired you to kill us?
A taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Does it mean you're loyal to Logan?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
When will you see him next?
If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logan of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logan then.
If you failed?
I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they?
They do.
No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you? I
How much were you
wasn't paid
paid?
anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you one?
Aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Thanks, I'll take that under advisement.
Right, lad. I'm sure you've other options.
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm listening,
Well,
make it
here's
quick.
the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
And will stop you from finishing the job
To
later?
be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Won't they come after you?
I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well,
sure don't.
it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
That's true. What do you want in return?
Let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Oh, why would I want your service?
Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no?
Very well, I accept
What?
your offer.
You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Don't worry about it, we could use them.
Alright, I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Welcome, Azrin. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Alright, get back to camp. We have our party. And Wynn leveled up, which is cool. Okay. Blocked me away from that death root. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. We'll take the money. We'll take the money. There's a lot of money to be had in this game. I'm actually kind of looking forward to Dragonage 2. I know it seems weird because it's not a very highly thought of game, but I actually have fun in that game, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Wynn, we'll go ahead and level you up, get you into 30s in magic. I mean, I love haste. Haste is a good spell, so that'll be next up. Next level we'll have haste. I accept that. Cool. So, yeah. Cool. Everything looks like they're gonna level up. So we have Zebron now. So he was an honor guard. Well, he died.
We are not alone. Really not alone.
No kidding. Look at these guys. Okay. Very good. Very good. Take the 2 elf roots. The 2 death roots. That looks like it. Use an honor guard for the king.
Thank you.
Ah,
I
he's
didn't
alive.
expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
What do you mean there
were
wasn't
there
time?
enough to go. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some dark spawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
You deserted?
I dare say most people think the same of you and me, if not worse.
I fled the battlefield when Loghain betrayed us. I abandoned my men, and they died. And Cailan with them. He was my king, my friend, maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
It's not your fault they died.
Even had Loghain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Cailan, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens. The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Cailan entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there.
Where?
The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
It is vital that the King's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the King's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Cailan's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Alright, so that's pretty messed up, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and save that. So we got Soldier's Peak done. Now we're gonna go to Ostagar. So on the road we've met Zevran. We got another fight coming. Dad is mine.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Did you sell a few copies in the Circle Tower?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Nope, I got frozen. No, I got exploded. Thanks, Win. You actually healed someone this time. That was useful of you.
Something on your mind?
No. I just went the wrong way, so it took forever. That's all. So dead and dead. I'll take all that. So check his name off the list.
Watch out. There's a dark spawn over there.
Something about returning here makes me feel old, Will.
And what exactly are you implying, Alistair?
No, I just thought...
You just thought I might be an expert at feeling old, and could share some sage advice.
I just mean that I was a different person then. I believed him, you know? That it would be a glorious battle that we'd win.
I did too. We were all a little bit younger the last time we were here.
Well, not you. You've always been old.
With lips like that, son, you'll be lucky if you live to be half my age.
Well, we're Grey Wardens, so, I mean, we don't have forever and a day. But we do have, you know, stuff in terms of, let me in, let me in, let me in.
Dark spawn, straight ahead.
Yes. All right. Yes. And I'm off. Yes. All right.
Let's make this quick.
All right.
I doubt I will. I don't have a good feeling about it. What is my carry capacity right now? Because we've had a couple of interruptions. 75 out of 120, we're fine. We're fine.
I don't know, it just feels wrong to find this here. Poured over by dark spawn and thick with their rot. It was his.
I know, I feel it too. But he is not the first king to ever fall in battle, or even the first to fall to the Darkspawn.
Yes, but this wound cuts deeper.
And it will bleed longer. But we must keep moving. No doubt the Darkspawn are eager to give us plenty more reasons to mourn.
That is true, Wen. That is true. So we found a joining chalice, and here's a wooden crate with a potion. We'll take that. Turns out a whole lot of horde. There's one monster here, so it makes sense there's a bunch of One chest is still here.
It's done. Naturally.
So we found the key. Which is good. We needed to find it, so we did. One objective complete. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There's where the dogs were. Lighted wood, that's terrifying. Where is my level? So we have Kaelin's shield. Fit for a king. Kite shield. See, they took away our vending person, which sucks. It's like we need a vendor, so I can sell all this stuff like we had in Jade Empire, which was awesome. Why they got rid of that kind of a character, I don't know. I mean, they really didn't with Azrin, but I can't just summon him whenever I want. He's at my camp. That makes me sad. Liliana, Wynn, Alistair. Let's see. Chance to avoid missiles for resistance. Sorry. Kaelin's shield just isn't very good.
Moving on. So it's true. He had convinced the forces of Orlais to ally against the Darkspawn.
Empress Celine was merely awaiting his response.
A response that never came, and now never will, thanks to Loghain's treachery.
Never is a long time, Alistair. Give it time, and let cooler heads prevail. There will be peace between us yet.
Well, I hope you live to see it, Wynn.
And I hope the
She doesn't.
Darkspawn don't.
They don't. Still very sad.
More Darkspawn, hey? All right. Don't look now.
Liliana levels up. We'll take that. So Liliana at least will get a level. We'll wait and see what happens with everyone else, apparently. Chainmail, Firebolt. Darkspawn Mace. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and get Liliana leveled up here. Dexterity's at 29 now. Do 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 do. Stand, sustain, passive. Okay, Alistair, you have a job to do. And that's level up. Because we need to be about level 12 or 13 before we try Plymouth. Otherwise it gets a little awkward. Before we continue, I will be right back. I need to use the little boy's room. Alrighty. Let's head down this bridge. Bringing back flashback memories to our character. And there is our king. I'm kind of glad that they gave you this kind of opportunity to give the king a proper burial. I think that's a good job on BioWare on this DLC. It's a good story DLC with some closure for Ostagar. I approve. See, he froze me right in the middle of a swing. This guy's a menace. We need to get rid of him. They are walloping me. Okay. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and give him proper burial now. Make sure there's no equipment to be had.
Forgive us, my king. Once we flushed the dark spawn from their holes and bought ourselves some time, we'll be back to see you to the Maker.
That's true. We will. Closure. Lots of fighting in this DLC, which is fine.
Trap. So simple to see, really. Don't look now. Trap. So simple to see, really.
Oh, don't go down, don't go down. Mud. Give you permission to follow me. Huh? Who? Oof. I would have done you there. That would have been terrible. Not doing great magically. There you go, Alistair. Kick his ass. Good job.
Not bad, not bad.
Good job.
Up there, the Tower of Ashar. Let's do this.
There's the gauntlets. Okay, good stuff. So we're gonna go and head this way. It's like those runes, we can just check them into a box. Doesn't have any effect on anything. I can go to my camp. Sweet. If all else fails, go for the eyes. Check.
I think
More importantly,
I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
I think you do. Yes, you had me quite worried.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter.
But you're standing right here.
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
So you were never really
the
completely
Fade
dead then.
contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Oh, then we'll make the best of that time.
That we will. What's on your mind?
Why the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Do spirits watch people like that?
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You were very lucky.
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
So is this your personal protector?
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance. And I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
Fighting Darkspawn? I'm glad you think traveling with me is worthy of your time.
Motionless in a bed, with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
I'll hold you to that promise.
I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
In the canon, you actually read about her and how she dies. She does end up dying. So, canonically, Wynn is dead. She makes it through this game, but not much further after that.
What's on your mind?
It's very sad. Is there something we can do to cure you?
What? Am I sick now?
Well,
Even
you're a little
you know that
dead.
you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
You're not afraid?
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes,
Little dig at us video
they say
gamers.
they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you
I
content?
think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind? I try
Do you have
not
any
to
regrets at
dwell
all?
too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life. Made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else. Years
What'd
ago,
you do?
I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority. I was
Humans
his
like you?
mentor, an authority figure. He can't have liked me very much. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential, just to be difficult.
What do you think
I
of you?
dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him. Anarin
What
ran
happened?
away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down. The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage. But blood is connected to life, and your blood can be used to track you down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
That's pretty harsh. It's not your fault, man.
Better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe you did find the
Templars
Dalish.
are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Then maybe a sacrifice is worthwhile.
My story, my one greatest regret.
We're gonna make that
What's
better.
on your mind? It is no trouble.
Nope.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Fireballs, ice bolts, ice arrow, shield, kite shield. Really should check that out before I sell anything.
Enchantment?
Oh, what do you
Enchantment!
got? Cool. Alright. Azrin is only level up. Do 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 do. There we go. What's Alistair's? Ooh, okay. There we go. Crossbow, oh yeah. Cool. Sten Morgan, Alistair, Liliana. There we go. Get a little more opportunity. 6 with a range chance. Plop her on there. There you go. Now let's sell stuff.
If there's anything I can do for you, please. I'm sure.
Down. Okay. Boots, leather armor. Okay. Alistair.
Is that for me? Really?
Azrin.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
There we go. Oh wait, we can put all Keelan's crap on you. Inventory management. Everyone's favorite thing. Keelan leaves. There's nothing there, so put those on. Morgan, Stat. Where am I? There I am. Like, where am I at? Can't do anything with it. Okay. Alistair actually doesn't have strong enough stuff, so it's all for you. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. I can actually sell some more crap now. Yay.
Something you need? I'm sure either, my boy. I'm sure.
Look. There we go. Got that vibe going now.
Something on your
Anything
mind?
to say to me, Alistair?
Of course.
Yes. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
Alright. Where is Azrin?
Here I am.
Okay, answer some
This
questions.
should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an
The
assassin?
Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
It doesn't take any special skill.
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
Sounds like it could be useful.
Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Here I am.
You teach others
I
to be an
certainly
assassin?
could, but I won't. I swore to the Crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see. If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The Crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows? Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Why did you want to leave the Crows exactly?
I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
So you're simply bored?
I don't know that I would put it precisely that way. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
And that system
Of
works.
course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. It gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
So what is it you fancy then?
Many things. I fancy things that are beautiful, and things that are strong. I fancy things that are dangerous and exciting. Would you be offended if I said I fancied you?
No, but you didn't.
That's too bad. I do so enjoy it when I get to be flirty. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Well, the couriers eventually find you.
It can be a very, very long time if one plays one's cards right. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so. Here I am.
It's always sad because I don't want to be with him.
Oh,
I'm already with someone.
Go ahead.
Did you actually enjoy being an assassin?
Why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
You never killed an innocent?
There's an interesting word, innocent. How many men do you know who can claim to be truly innocent? But if you're talking generalities, such as children and relatives and bystanders and such, never on purpose. But it happens. It's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some wasting disease, or a fall down the stairs, or at the hands of a darkspawn. It's all relative in the end.
Well, that's a practical attitude.
Death
I suppose that's true.
As we like to say. And when I get paid for it, death happens more often. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed. The pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
Yeah, I know
There
what
are
you mean.
many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules. Oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Why not? You can do whatever you
Whereas
like.
I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a talent that not many come by, honestly. I don't see why I need not pursue it. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
There, we made up for his sadness.
Here I am. Oh,
More questions.
this should be good. Go ahead.
Tell me a little bit about
wish to know
Antiva.
about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
And their cheese tastes of despair. You don't like
It is
Ferelden?
fine enough with its dogs and its mud. The people are spirited, even if they can't tell the difference between an assassin and a mere killer. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
I was born in Highover from the north.
I have never seen that place. I am sure it has its charms and its dogs. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
This I have to hear.
I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home, more than anything else.
Sounds like you've been away from home forever.
Not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window. Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
Your home is still there.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden? A man who then spares my life? I could not.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Even Grey Wardens who spare the lives of assassins? Understood. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal. Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Here I am.
Well, we got that.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
No, nothing. We're good. Zevran is okay. We're out of here. Back to where we were.
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
I like that character select menu. We head into Ostagar. We're going into the ruins. Like I said, I want to get this. I wanted to get these two DLC areas done. So. And dims the goals. I'm happy I was able to get Zevran as well. That was just a bonus. I was not expecting. Let's go hunting. I exploded. So that completes Keelan's armor. We have his full armor set, except his helm, I believe. Let's go ahead and level up Mr. Alistair here. Strength 3 will 50 health minus that fatigue. Huge difference. Missile deflection, but not as good a thing. How frustrating. So we can start putting in strength now. And then we can get Warden Commander armor. And you see, that's still not that impressive. It's just not. That's frustrating. Trying to think where it'd be good to put that armor on. Like, who would it be good to put it on? Liliana? She doesn't need it. Can't use it. 30 strength, she'll never get there. Her dex is too low. It's kind of the problem with Liliana in this game. Her dex just starts out too low. I mean, I have 40 dex, so just naturally, so I'm able to do a lot of damage. Cause a ton of problems for enemy creatures. Alright, let's go ahead and save. I'm guessing that one Darkspawn has the helm. Yeah, I'm guessing he's got what I'm looking for. Want a piece of me? Bring it on. Bring it on. Terrible feeling that there's a spirity thing in here. Here comes a... A little bit stronger level now. It's okay, I don't actually want to, hit him. Don't you worry. Lots of sellable gear, that's what we want. Lots of sellable gear. And money. We'll always take money. We've got to have more money. A bunch of one-hit wonders there. Man, that was pretty easy. This one was harder. Okay.
Down the hole and into the deep. I don't even want to imagine where that leads.
Well, we're about to find out. First, we're going to save. Let's see where we're at here. Like right at level 12. Level 12 is kind of a big level. I should have saved that time until level 12 when I think about it, but you know, it happens. Game user had that time. These traps. With quite a bit of experience points, still not enough to level me up. I'm only partially annoyed by that. This way. That way. Like I'm still not leveling here. What the heck? Oh yeah, definitely. There we go. There we go. We're a little more capable at fighting now. And there are no traps left in the game that worry us, so that's good. I passed pretty much every speech check and every trap check, which is what we want to main character in this game to do. I'm contemplating doing the 4-word challenge in Dragonage 2. I think it'd be more fun to be a mage. Because really, the game doesn't set you up well with mages. Where in this game you get Win or Morrigan, you get a choice. And the choice is important. In 2 you get Anders, Merrill, comes. We're not even anywhere near that. Recruited everyone.
And I'm off. Yes.
Fame. Oh, 30 something. Ooh, I got overall. Come on, Alistair. There you go. Thank you, Alistair. Here we go. Good job. Alistair saved us. The tank was good. Yeah, let's go ahead and gather forth. We're moving on. And here we go. Yeah, a bunch of arrows. Really was a cool beginning to the game. Alstar is a good opening level. Sucks to suck. Twice. There you go, Wayne. You just took down a reason over. It's pretty awesome. Ogre has something I want. Two things, actually. Duncan's dagger and sword. Very good.
There it is. The last of them.
It has been a long day. By the lines around your eyes, I dare say you look as old as I.
And if I may say so, milady, you appear to be getting younger by the day.
Be careful who you flirt with. When you wake up beside me tomorrow morning, I'll be back to reminding you of your grandmother.
Beside you?
You heard what I said. It would not be the first time I woke to a younger man in my bed.
Are all women this evil and conniving when they grow old?
Just me, my dear. Just me.
Respect the win.
What's on your mind? It is no...
No, that's it. Go back to harassing Alistair like he deserves. Alright. Go ahead and save this. That was not the exit I was looking for. It's over here. Go me. I'm a genius. Is it over here? I guess I'm wrong. End of the DLC.
Alistair, are you all right?
Oh, they left him here to rot. We need to do something.
Well, he's of royal blood
He
and
was a
deserves
good
a
man
pyre.
who hoped too much and died too young. He deserves what little honor we can afford to grant him.
So we give him a proper burial. Well, funeral. He gets a pyre. It is a good thing that we did there. We did good. Everyone approves. I gained a skill. I don't know what skill I gained, but I gained it. I saw it. And we are done with Ostacar. So we will head on out. For there is nothing left to see. Kaelin's helm. You will wear Kaelin's helm. Those breastplate will be worn by Sten. Sten. There we go. There we go. What is saw sword? Interesting. I have new weapons. Wind, Shale, Sten, Morrigan, Doge, Liana, me. It's 5.6. That 2 is 5.6. With a ton more crap. But even more so here. so much better. We'll give them to Saffron. That's what we'll do. We'll give that to Saffron. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Enchantment?
Yeah. Remove it. Remove it. There we go. Cool.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you. I'm sure...
There's just no reason to keep these, so let's just sell them. You just don't have any reason to keep it, sorry. Nice.
Here I am. Again? I'm game. I cannot leave. Did we not already discuss this? If I leave now, it is as good.
I didn't mean for you to leave. Okay, I'm gonna get annoyed, so we're just gonna do this.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm...
Accessories, usable items, gift. Warranty and brandy.
You have excellent taste.
Thank you.
I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
You can go if you wanted.
And what if I didn't wish to leave?
I could always use a friend.
I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yes.
What say you? By all means. My
So tell me about your adventures.
I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
You certainly talk like you've had some adventures. How much time as a crow?
You mean you want to hear about the grueling training? Being locked in an oubliette for weeks at a time? The slavery? The festering injuries? Or are we seeking something more glamorous?
Was it really so terrible?
Those things never happened to me. Let's see. My second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
Oh.
Well, it was just the one mage. Not as simple a mission as the vagrant grey Warden or two, perhaps. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning. Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly. At first, yes. Well, not upset. Surprised is really a better word. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around. Like being spared by a benevolent mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see. And one that not everyone learns, I'm sad to say. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
Gotta love you some Zevran, what can I say? This used to send you all the way to the top, so it's kind of weird it didn't happen.
What say you? By all means. Again? Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once.
That sounds like fun.
Haha, you have rather macabre tastes, I see. I like that. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Azrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts? Prince Azrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocell from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Azrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells. Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the Crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners, after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a crow on the throne, a commoner. But that's a whole different story. I played a very small part. My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed in the river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history. It's true.
Indeed.
I live a charmed life. One of the prostitutes that raised me was a fortune teller. Said I wouldn't die young. She was rather startled by that. But there you go. Tale told. Let's be off before I tell more embarrassing stories, huh?
Having a ball with Azrin. One of the better storytellers in the game.
What say you? By all means. Well, the only one that's really worth telling is the story of the mission right before I came to Ferelden. But no, I would rather not. I shouldn't have said anything. Nothing that I would prefer to speak of. Perhaps another day, I'm sorry.
Neat.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Let's go to dinner. Saving my bacon.
I sense the dark spawn.
And I'm on. Right, going. And I'm on. And I'm on. Right, going. Take that. And I'm on.
Unfortunately, from 13 I got 12 experience points. So we get 12 experience points per kill. That's...
That was interesting. And draining.
What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little. Anyway, I feel quite all right now. And it seems that my little trick could be useful in a pinch. I promise
yourself
I'll be
best.
careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
Cool.
All right.
Veteran. If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
That's why we're here. Oh, okay.
When? Is
And
this
I'm
yours?
off. Now let's see. This one first. Yes, and I'm off. All right, and I'm off. Yes.
Liliana! Ah, so lovely to see you again, my dear.
Spare me the pleasantries. I know you're...
Oh, you must excuse the shabby accommodations. I try to be a good host, but you see what I have to work with. This country smells like wet dog everywhere. I cannot get this smell out. Even now it is in my hair, my clothes. Ugh. Canary mercenaries, expendable, and this way I don't have to pay them. Good for both of us. But I am not unarmed or unguarded. I have more men watching, ready to attack on my word. So perhaps we should just talk now, yes?
You framed me, had me caught, and tortured. I thought that in Ferelden I would be free of you, but it seems I am not. What happened to make you hate me so? Why do you want me dead so badly?
Dead? Nonsense. I know you, my Liliana. I know what you are capable of. 4 or 5 men you can dispatch easily. They were sent to give you cause to come to me. And see, here you are.
Ignore what she says. She's lying. I know how she works. What are you up to, Marjolaine? Why are you in Ferelden?
In truth, you have knowledge that you can use against me. For my own safety, I cannot let you be. Did you think I did not know where you were? Did you think I would not watch, my Liliana? What is she up to, I thought? The quiet life, the peasant clothes, hair ragged and messy like a boy. This is not her. You were planning something, I told myself, so I watched. But no letters were sent, no messages, you barely spoke to anyone. Clever, Liliana, very clever. You almost had me fooled. But then, you left the Chantry so suddenly. What conclusion should I draw? You tell me.
You think I left because of you? You think I still have some plan for revenge? You are insane, paranoid.
Oh,
everything's about
is that
you.
what you think? If I were you, I would believe nothing she says. Not a one. She will use you. You look at her and you see a simple girl, a friend, trusting and warm. It is an act.
I am not you, Marjolaine. I left because I didn't want to become you.
Oh, but you are me. You cannot escape it. No one will understand you the way I do, because we are one and the same. Do you know why you were a master manipulator, Liliana? It is because you enjoyed the game. You reveled in the power it gave you. You cannot change or deny this.
Thank you. You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjolaine. I want you out of my life forever. Leave Ferelden. Go back to Orlais and never return. What you do is no longer my concern.
I see. I will go, for now. But you carry a dangerous secret of mine, Liliana. It is not over. Not for us.
She's gone.
Actually,
I don't know what
usually...
to think. She said it wasn't over. No, she was lying. She won't come back. I need some time to myself. We will talk later.
I don't need Marjolaine's bow. I already have one for her, so... I mean, there it is. We'll definitely take this stuff. It's just... I was able to keep her soft. Do 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 do. Combat and 3 damage. 3 damage. Oh yeah, it's not even close. Still a couple levels away. Red Jenny. See you in Inquisition. So we're gonna head to the Frostback Mountains. Deal with a couple of things and call it.
Now let's see.
All right, I'm a warden. Low gauge. All right.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, we're gonna take care of things. Jeez, that was rough.
Yes?
I'm here on the Blackstone Regulars.
What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust. Yes. Yes.
I go where the work is, and it isn't here.
I should round up anyone speaking against the Queen and arrest them.
You remind me of Lady Cecilia.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecilia let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child. I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Master.
Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Cool. That's literally what I wanted to do here. I don't want to go into Orzammar yet. What you want to do is do Redcliffe Village, then do Orzammar, then do the Redcliffe Castle, then the Brazilian Forest, and then you're good. We're not in a hurry to take on Plymouth, so we're not gonna.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, I'm sure you'll be...
Alright. Well, it's getting late. This is where I'm gonna call it. We did get plenty accomplished. We got both the DLC missions that I wanted done, and we finished up Lily. Well, you know what? Before I go to bed, we'll talk to Liliana and we'll finish her
hello.
off.
Is there something you wanted to talk about? It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking. I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her. I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry. You don't understand. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. Even now, I feel some regret at not ending her life in order to protect my own. What we're doing, what we've done. Hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping. How can you be so sure? Do you really think so? Hearing you say that gives me comfort. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me. Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind?
Alright, now we'll call it. Just wanted to make sure to take care of that. So we did the Liana's quest, the 2 DLCs, and a couple little side missions in Frostback Mountain before finishing off the stream. I think that's pretty darn successful. 2 major accomplishments done. And learned a little bit about Wind, picked up Zevron. I mean, we did a lot this stream, so I consider that pretty good. So until next time, I will talk to y'all later. This will be up on YouTube in the playlist for Dragonage Origins with the rest of the playthrough for future viewing and archive purposes. So I know it's been a while since we've played this game, but I wanted to go through some BioWare games, and it's been fun. I mean, we got through KOTOR, Jade Empire, and now we're back to Dragonage Origins. It's come full circle, which is cool. So we will continue with this another time. Until then, I will talk to y'all later. Good night, everybody.